fall. And this video is up, it's fall, and I'm literally so excited. Like, this is my favorite season. Calm down. It's literally my favorite season of all the seasons. Obviously I love all the seasons for different reasons, but fall is just my jam. Like, I'm a fall baby, just on the cusp. Like, I was born about 5 days, yeah, between 4 and 5 days before officially winter begins. So I'm just on the end of fall and I absolutely love it. Some of my favorite things about fall are everything. Pumpkins, Samhain, cozy weather, sweaters, leaves changing, the crisp mornings, that feeling of holidays and excitement in the air, and hot chocolate with marshmallows, and just everything. Fall is just, yes, fall is my thing. So yay to fall, and I'd love to know what your favorite things about fall are, so pop that in the comments below and let's compare notes. So yeah, woohoo! Fall. Hey guys, it's me, Faye, here at Faye Desk, and I'm sorry for that super excited, crazy intro to this video. As you can tell, I'm sure those of you that know that I love fall and this time of year. So yeah, so let's get into the video. This video is going to be the first one kicking off my new series, which is going to be called Sabbat 101. So as the name suggests, I am going to be talking about each of the Sabbats, just giving a very brief overview of what the Sabbat is and different ways you can celebrate it and what's associated with. I won't bog you down with loads of information. If this series is well received and people like it, then I will do a more in-depth one on each of the Sabbats. So going forward, obviously now I'm doing Mabon. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, that's the way I've always pronounced it, and yes, I'm doing that one now. And then obviously it would be Samhain next, and we go on to Yule, and then to Imbolc, and then Ostara, and so on and so forth. So each Sabbat there will be a video on or around the Sabbat in my 101 series. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So this video, if you hear some rustling, it's because I've got notes. I've come prepared for this video. So I just wanted to do a very sort of brief overview of a Sabbat. So this Sabbat that we're talking about is Mabon, which you may know as the fall or autumn equinox. It is obviously, it's the second of the, I don't know why I said obviously because you may not know, but for those of you that do, it's the second of the 3 Sabbat. Why do I always get so tongue-tied? It's ridiculous. It's the second of the 3 harvest festivals. So obviously the first being Lasad, this one being the second, and then ending with Samhain. And obviously this equinox obviously is the time of year when night and day are equal to each other in length, and is a time when food is prepared for storage for winter. And obviously it's a celebration, as I've said, of harvest, giving thanks and gratitude, thankfulness for abundance and family and health. It varies, like each of the equinoxes, it varies slightly each year. Date wise, it runs from anything from the 20th to the 23rd. This year's on the 22nd, but I always personally celebrate the equinoxes on the 21st. I just what I personally preference is that for me the 21st is always when I celebrate them. deities that are associated with the Sabbath are the Green Man, Thor and Morgan. And also colour associations, you're looking at very bright sort of fall colours, so vibrant orange, your warm yellows, browns, your reds, so basically all the colours of the leaves that change on the trees. Herb associations, you've got myrrh, you've got sage, you've got thistle and marigold. And obviously your foods, again, you're looking at very sort of nice sort of stodgy, starchy foods, obviously, so to help sort of keep your body warm in the colder months. So you're looking at things like your pies, your vegetables, especially sort of root vegetables, bread, that sort of thing. Your crystal associations, you're looking at lapis lazuli, your sapphire, oh, I love sapphire, it's beautiful, and amber. And then symbolic associations for Mabon are obviously leaves, fall. I mean, come on, that's like kind of good. That's not a hard association to make with that. Yeah, so you got your leaves, acorns, apples and grains, so all things associated with harvest and fall and abundance. Different activities that you can do, things that I like to do around the around this Sabbath is making a gratitude list. So what I like to do in my favorite notebook, or you could even do that in you could even do it in your book of shadows if you feel called to do that, is to write down all the things that you're grateful for in your life. So, and especially at this time of year, it's a very heavy emphasis on family and health and abundance, and that's not necessarily mean sort of material abundance. Could mean sort of like how happiness, family, abundance that you can't quantify, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I like to write a gratitude list, just sort of jot it down, all the things in my life I'm thankful for, like my health, my family, my friends, my job, the roof over my head, the food that I am able to enjoy, things like that. And I like to look back on it, so like times when I'm feeling sort of down and depressed and sad, or for whatever's going on, I like to sort of go back to my list and sort of it serves as a reminder of the things in my life that I am grateful for and thankful for, and you know, sort of helps to sort of put things in perspective for you, if that makes sense. So that's a good one that I like to do at this time of year. Another one is deep cleaning of your home. So you obviously have that urge to sort of spring clean, you know, when the sort of when it's sort of next to change of the wheel and it sort of everything starts to come alive, sort of coming back into spring, you have that sort of urge. But I always think that a good deep clean this time of year, before you get into the holidays, before you start to progress onto the colder nights and things like that, to sort of go through everything in your home, give it a nice spritz, get rid of things that no longer serve you. And yeah, like it's all about getting rid of the old, making way for the new. And another activity that's good is baking bread, or some sort of apple themed dish, some sort of like apple pie or a crumble. Anything like that is I think it's always a winner. And also, again, celebrating abundance, like I said, just taking time to be thankful and appreciate what you have. I'm guilty of it as much as everyone else. The sort of hustle and bustle and rush of everyday life, we sort of take for granted the things that we have, the things that we should be grateful for. So it's a very good opportunity to sort of go back and, you know, be grateful. So other foods as well that I associate with the Sabbath: pumpkins. How I didn't say pumpkins first, I don't know. I absolutely love pumpkins, and I mean, come on, pumpkin is just the, whenever someone says pumpkin, you automatically think of fall and Halloween and all that sort of good stuff. So it's a very good sort of association for this time of year. And like I already said, root vegetables and corn, ciders, another sort of association, so you can incorporate these foods into your rituals or into your celebrations, just you know, whatever you sort of feel called to do. Incense associations with Mabon: cinnamon. Oh, I love cinnamon, and that is just a very sort of classic scent for this time of year. Clove, apple, again, another classic scent for this time of year. The type of briefly go on to spells, the type of spells or rituals that you are good ones to perform at this time of year. Anything for protection of your home, prosperity, prosperity again with abundance. So, and also any sort of spells to release negativity. So you could also, so like I said about doing a deep clean of your home for a ritual, you could incorporate that deep clean into sort of getting clearing out all the negative energy in your home, because you're getting rid of what no longer serves you. And you could use sage or whatever you feel called to use, make smudge sticks and sort of clear the negative energy out of your space. Again, balance, that's another sort of good sort of spell theme to work with this time of year. It is all about finding balance again, because you got the equinox, you got equal balance between night and day, so you sort of got that theme to sort of work with in your spell work. A friend of mine, she, as Mabon approaches, she always likes to write abundance checks. Does a ritual, she creates her own format of a check, and it's an abundance check, and she likes to fill it in and sort of keep it on her altar, part of her spell work, is look at it as a sort of reminder of the abundance in her life, and also what she wants to sort of bring to her life sort of going forward abundance wise. So that's always a good one. And yeah, I just feel like I'm rambling so much, but I'm really excited and I love Mabon. I mean, obviously, well, for me personally and a lot of other people as well, Samhain coming up is my favourite Sabbath. And I sort of feel like, because for a lot of people Samhain is their favourite, and especially people like me who are crazy on fall, sometimes Mabon can sort of get a bit pushed aside as you sort of get very excited for Samhain. And as this year I'm trying to make a more emphasis to be excited for this Sabbath and live for this moment and not get too carried away. Like, yes, it's the 1st of September, Samhain, 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 when really Samhain is not for nearly 2 months after. So after 1st of September, so I always sort of just, you know, I'm trying to live in this moment and be excited for this upcoming Sabbath and sort of build that momentum for Samhain. So yes, you know, and also it just, oh, I love everything about this season. I can't wait to go on hayrides, to go pumpkin picking, to drink some lovely delicious fall drinks and just enjoy being outside, all snuggled up warm in lots of layers in the crisp sort of colder evenings. And it's just so exciting to me. I absolutely love it. And yeah, I'd love to know what you guys do for Mabon, how you celebrate, and also any suggestions you have for this series going forward, sort of things you'd like me to include and things like that. That would be really awesome. And yeah, so I'm gonna stop rambling and wish you guys a blessed Mabon. I hope whatever you do that you have a blessed day, and I would love to hear about what you got up to, and I know I'm gonna enjoy the day. And yeah, so I'll see you very soon in my next video. Blessed be.